What's up, everybody? So I'm going to be doing a Hot Pocket review. This big and bold steak nacho Hot Pocket. Okay? And so I've already ate one. The two come in a box and I've already ate one. So I kind of have an idea how I'm going to review it. But I'm going to let you look at the picture one more time. So as you see on the picture, it looks like decent little size pieces of steak with obviously with nacho cheese and little like green and red peppers, it looks like, and it's called spicy nacho spice blasted crust. Okay, so they're larger hot pockets. They claim that they're 50% larger. I'm going to show you this right now. So this is the hot pocket, and you can tell it is noticeably larger than their normal hot pockets. Okay, but first of all, look at the crust. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the box. I'll show you the crust in the box again, one more time. Oops. Blasted, it says blasted, the crust, right? Now look at that crust, if you can see on there. See how like it has like a tinge of orange on that crust? It looks like a nacho cheese powder or something like that, okay? And then now look at this again. This looks almost like a standard Hot Pocket crust. So they failed on that part already. It's not blasted. It almost doesn't, I mean, the camera kind of doesn't do it justice. Like, I'm going to be honest, with my eyes, I see a little bit more like orange tinge than it seems that the camera is picking up. But it's still not like a blasted like they say. It doesn't appear like the picture it is. It's like a light dusting more than a blasted of whatever kind of seasoning that is on there. Okay, so they failed on that part, first of all. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and break this in half. Or here, let me see. I'll just take a good bite. So you can see inside. Okay? Sorry, let me chew real quick. I pushed ingredients up a little bit. But if you can see, there's no like orange tinge like what you would think a nacho cheese looks like. It's almost brown. And it's not just the camera. Even me looking at it with my eyes, it's like a brown, almost like you make a beef stew. Like my grandma used to make beef stew, and because the beef juices are in there, and so it creates like a brown tinge. And so there's no sign of nacho cheese. For whatever reason, it turned into that like a weird brown, just like mush color, like a baby food, almost like a dog food. Yeah, it looks like a dog food, honestly. Okay, so that's the first thing. Sorry, I'm just wiping off my fingers. So yeah, there's no orange nacho cheese tinge to this, and I don't even taste nacho cheese, and I don't taste spice either. It's supposed to be spice. Okay, and if you see the little piece of meat right there, let me see. That's the size of the meat. Okay, this is, and probably it's hard to tell with the camera, but this is about, say, maybe a 1/4 inch in length, however many centimeters that is. I think there's what, 2 centimeters in an inch, so maybe 1 centimeter long, something like that. Okay, so they're not huge pieces of steak. It appears on the front of the box as more. And the other most noticeable thing, if you notice, remember the red and green bell peppers. You see none of that. There's no red and green bell peppers. All right. So, there's one. I found a green bell pepper. Look at that. One little green bell pepper. Okay. So it's definitely not as much red and green bell pepper as it shows on the front. It's not blasted, as they say, with whatever kind of seasoning they put on the thing. It's, like I said, like a light dusting at best. The pieces of meat appear to be smaller than what shows on the front of the box. Let me look at it one more time myself. I mean, I don't know. You judge for yourself. Do you think that it's similar? Now that you've seen the actual piece of meat, do you think that looks similar? I mean, I guess it could be argued that it's close to it. I don't know. But the inside of the Hot Pocket definitely, even when I pushed it, like all the stuffing up, it doesn't look like it. So they're never stuffed like that. But definitely you do not see the orange nacho cheese in there like that. Okay. Now, all of that being said, I've been eating Hot Pockets since the 90s, since I was a teenager in the 90s. And if you eat Hot Pockets, you just already have this disappointment. You know that, one, it's not going to look like the picture states. It might not taste exactly like you think it would taste, etc. You're already disappointed before you even try it. You know it's not a great product. It's a cheap little thing. I mean, I think when I was a teenager, they were like $2, maybe even $1.50 for a box of these. Now they're not even much more than that. So my point is, going into this, it's not like this is some fancy cuisine. It's a Hot Pocket, okay? And so I'm gonna judge it based on Hot Pockets, all right? Even though I'm still disappointed by the lack of the dusting on the crust. And really, I mean, nacho cheese is cheap. It's not hard to get some nacho cheese in there. You don't even have to put artificial colorings on. I don't know, put some cheddar cheese or something in there. Cheddar cheese is even cheap, you know. I guess the pieces of meat are okay size. Like I said, about maybe a quarter to a half an inch. So maybe to a half to 1 centimeter in length. But it's disappointing to look at. Now, as far as the taste, it's not spicy in the slightest. No detectable hint of nacho. It really tastes like a mush. I mean, like, I never had dog food, but I imagine this is what dog food tastes like. Just a mishmash of flavors. You throw everything in. They just, basically what they do is they throw everything into a pot. The steak, the bell peppers, the whatever cheese or non-cheese they use. They mix it all up, and it just turns into this brown mush. Like I said, with the beef juice and everything, it kind of turns brown a little bit. That's what I'm assuming. It almost looks like there's like a weird white sauce in there. But yeah, it does not taste like nacho cheese. There's no spice. And as far as whether it's good or not, it's a hot pocket. Oh look, there's a piece of cheese. Now that's cheese. There you go. There you go. Found the nacho cheese. So they obviously did put nacho cheese in there, but it just got it clumped up in the middle for whatever reason. But that's the cheese. Oops. But that's the cheese right there. Let's taste that. It's such a small bit that you don't really taste it. Like I said, it's just a mush, okay? Now, even rating this on the Hot Pocket scale, there are better Hot Pockets out there. My favorite of all time was actually the barbecue beef Hot Pocket, which you can't even find anymore, at least not in the United States. That was my absolute favorite. I used to like that as a kid because I couldn't have cheese. I was really lactose intolerant, and that was the only Hot Pocket that didn't have cheese in it. So that was my favorite. Plus, I love the taste. I love the barbecue Hot Pocket. And it seems like it's similar beef to the barbecue Hot Pocket. So I don't know why they can't just do the barbecue beef Hot Pocket. So that was my favorite. And you know, the pepperoni cheese one or sausage and cheese, those are all better than these. I even like the breakfast Hot Pocket with what is it, whatever it is, bacon and egg and cheese in there. Even on the Hot Pocket scale, I would say this is like a 5 out of 10. It's a Hot Pocket. It's okay. It'll fill you up, I suppose, a little bit. It doesn't taste nasty, but it doesn't taste like it's supposed to. It's just, it's bread with dog food stuffing. You know, it is what it is. It's cheap food. What are you gonna do? But yeah, 5 out of 10. I'm not gonna even say that I wouldn't get it anymore because, again, the whole point of Hot Pockets is it's what you eat when you're broke and you're poor. Or you're just really hungry, you don't know what else to eat. You got a microwave, you know. I will give it to them. At least you can see the beef. At least it's not all like chopped up. There are slices of beef. But that the brown color, it really kind of turns me off. I really expected to have a nacho cheese coloring. Like I said, the lack of the what do they call it? Dusted, or what do they call it? Where's that? blasted. The lack of the blasted crust. I really wanted like a really flavorful crust. I'll even try to taste the crust. Let's see. Not blasted. And the bottom is definitely not blasted. Just your standard Hot Pocket dough color. Anyhow, 5 out of 10. That's my rating. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next video.